Alright guys, so before we get into previewing the offense and defense, I just want to say this game meant a lot to the fans, it meant a lot to the team, and it showed a lot how the team is different to a lot of people than past teams. It showed the culture change of this football team. It showed the resiliency of you know what I mean, of this football team to not give up. It showed how good our coach is, just all around. Adam Gase is as a head coach. To see some of the matchups he did, and to, the way the game plan was, not they stopped with it we were trying to do with the run, and then completely, like he said in press conference, makes himself up on the fly, and just totally. I mean, it's not the same team. It's just, I don't know what else to say. It's just not the same team. Like Omar Kelly says, you were waiting for that Oso Dolphins moment. It never was there. It never. I mean, there were certain things that happened in the game. It was like, well, we just let that one slip through our hands, and there was certainly doubt in some points when Jakeem Grant dropped the ball, when Phillip Rivers was almost in our territory. There was a lot of after Melvin Gordon catches a screen pass, for God's sakes, and almost brings it into our territory. So there was a lot of points where you're just holding your breath and just praying that nothing that we can get off the field. When Ryan Tannehill rolls out, another Oso Dolphins moment, creeping. I think it was John James pulls a Jason Fox and just straight up grabs, arm locks somebody in the head, and they call holding, and Tannehill finds Devontae Parker down the field on a great play by him. Just stuff like that was just disappointing, and we just came back from it. We didn't let it get us down. The refs were ridiculous in this game. We didn't let that bring us down. So it's just a totally different team than what we've seen the last forever now. I mean, it's hard to tell you guys to make an example from. It's been so dang long. I mean, this team is totally different. And first 4-game win streak since '08, which is huge. Going on the road to California. I mean, that says a lot about the team in itself. I mean, this team just has tons of young talent on it that came through in this game. Like Tony Lippett came up big. Just so many things to point to and say, that is awesome, and I'm just happy, man. You know what? We are blessed to have this. I mean, I'm serious when I say this football team has been fun to watch, and the grit and everything that they've showed in the San Diego game just solidifies how different this football team is than past Dolphins teams. And I think if you're not a believer now, then I don't know what else to say to you. But anyway, let's start with the Let me try to say. Let's start with the offense. Now, the offense, well, we can start with the offense. Okay, let's start with the offense. So the offense on the first half, actually, I think it was the first time we got the football. We drove down the field and it looked like we were going to score because, I mean, we were getting good play after good play, good play, and then it stalled in enemy territory and they sacked us out of field goal range, which was very disappointing to see. Obviously, our offensive line has been playing very well through, and I'll give him credit. Melvin Ingram is a handful, and so is Joey. And I wasn't even a believer in Joey, but after watching that game, he's an amazing player, and it showed in that game, and then knocked us out of field goal range. So after that, and obviously they were just destroying it. I mean, Jay popped a few runs, but once I saw, and this goes back to the culture thing, once I saw that happening, I was like, please God, hopefully that doesn't just end us right there, because it looked like the Dolphins in the first 4 weeks getting pressure, not picking up first downs, so I think then the San Diego goes up 10-0 on us, and then I'll run a 10-0 hole on the road in San Diego. The players are probably exhausted from different time. A lot of things go into that. You don't want to get down on yourself as an offense. You want to keep playing, and that's what they did. I mean, that's what they've been doing. They just kept playing. And I can't remember. What was the big play when we did score? Was it the first half we scored? Yeah, it was the first half we scored a touchdown. I cannot remember which one it was. I really can't right now. I don't know if it was the Damian Williams one, or was that in the third quarter? Whatever drive it was, we ended up scoring, and then in halftime it was 7-3. We're down by 3 points. But that's kind of stuff on the road, especially our defense. That goes back to our defense. I'm totally blanked out on what drive that was. But and then obviously, it was the deep throw from Ryan Tannehill to Kenny Stills. That's what it was. Okay, so let's talk about that play. First of all, I can't remember what down that was, but a lot of people have been criticizing Ryan for this whole year. He doesn't feel the pocket. Now that they've been working on him with that all year, it showed. They're just trying to tell him not to think as much, and be be a little bit more spontaneous. Because Ryan Tannehill, in my opinion, is by far the best thrower on the run. I mean, the way I don't understand. I don't know how the arm strength it takes for a human being to roll out like he does and throw a perfect pass. Not only he threw. This was the kid. I'm talking about the kid he still play. Rolls out. I don't know who was in his face. Was it Melvin Ingram or Corey Legion? I can't remember. But Melvin Ingram right in his face. Okay, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, and throws. If you have any, I swear to God, this was the best. This was the best throw of the year. The dude is about to get just leveled, and Kenny Stills isn't even out of his crap and break. He's not even finished with his route yet, and throws a perfect pass. Okay, in the end zone to Kenny Stills on the. I mean, that was just an amazing. I was in disbelief. I thought I don't even know what else to say. It blew my mind when I saw. I was so happy and hyped. I can't believe I just forgot about what quarter that was, but I remember now. One of the best plays. It's late. I'm tired. One of the best plays I've seen from any Dolphins quarterback, and probably definitely since Dan Marino. That pass. I mean, if you're a hater or not, you have to applaud the man. He got leveled, threw him open. I mean, threw him open is one of the biggest. Like those, when you look at your franchise quarterback, you have to look for, does he make plays by himself? And he did all Sunday that game, with especially that pass. That really got everybody hyped up, and everybody set the tone for the rest of the game. Jarvis Landry, obviously the whole team patting him on his back, and shows the emotion. Like all of us, that was one of the criticisms. Ryan doesn't show a lot of emotion, which has always been it's always been not true, because the whole team. I mean, when your whole team acts like that, it's kind of it's culture thing. But points up to the air, just a great play. His helmet's half off of his head. I've been literally just been talking about one play for about 3 minutes. That play was amazing, and that really just got everything going there. So let's move on to the second half. So we get the ball at half like we usually do, which I love. Adam Gase deferring. I love that. I don't know why all coaches should do that. I like an offense that has time to get settled. I like that. I just like that. I think your defense has an advantage going against an offense that just it's their first drive. I think it's an advantage as a defense. I don't care how bad your defense is. I think that's an advantage because you want to feel your opponent out and stuff like that. And I like that idea. But anyway, so we get the ball at half. We're down a field goal on the road in San Diego, and just put together a beautiful drive and score a touchdown. I think this was okay. A great play, and another thing, criticism. This is what I was talking about before. Is we need to see this pass game get together, and we need to see it be turned up, because when somebody stops our run, and that's what the San Diego Chargers did. Jay did break out one run on this drive for a good amount of gain. To put us in position to score, but he only popped a few, and there was few and far between. When you're in down and distance like we were in that game, Ryan Tannehill made the plays that he needed to, the receivers got open, and he hit them when they were open. Not only that, but when they weren't there and he rolled out and he found somebody, just beautiful, beautiful football there. And then the play that Ryan coming out of half, obviously the great play by J.J. Deion Sims, if you just watch film, I mean the whole game, Deion Sims was just pancaking people. It was pretty fun to watch. But Jarvis, I think it was a little out. It was a deep out, and then the clear out route with Kenny over the top, and then just throws a perfect pass to Jarvis to set us up at the 2-yard line there. And then Damian Williams, who's been a Swiss Army knife all year, lines up at fullback, takes the handoff into the end zone for the touchdown. Now, I don't know if that was the drive out of hat. See, I'm getting my drives mixed up. I think that was the one. If it wasn't, let's talk about this. The other, I think this was if that was the go up 14-10, I'm pretty sure. I want to say it was. I don't know if it was the Damian Williams touchdown or if it was that touchdown, but I'm just gonna say I'm probably wrong. But that Damian Williams takes the handoff into the end zone for the touchdown. And then Philip Rivers, as Philip Rivers does, goes down and scores. We're down again on the road. It's like, God, can we catch a break? Momentum swings. Old Dolphins teams just give up. Ryan drives down the field again and throws a perfect pass to Damian Williams. And this is a testament. I think Barry, I can't remember his name. I think it was Barry Jack. I can't remember his name. We talked about it. he said one of the things I love what Adam Gase brings to the table is you saw it. So he motioned out Damian Williams, right? This you would never have seen this in. This is what coaching is all about right here. He brings it out. He sees the matchup that he's gonna get before he motions him out with the linebacker. And Damian Williams, like I said, has been a crapping Swiss Army knife all year. He's just done everything for this football team. Runs down. I mean, beats him obviously. Just straight runs to the just to go to the end zone. Ryan Tannehill puts it right on the money. And Damian Williams, earlier in his career, has dropped a lot of footballs. He dropped a lot of ones against New England that should have been a touchdown. He dropped some balls. Damian Williams, perfect catch, perfect throw by Ryan Tannehill. And, just overall, I mean, to not get down. And let's talk about this. Okay, so we go up at that point. I'm going to say the Damian Williams touchdown put us up 21-17. I don't know if that's true or not. It could have been the fullback dive. But anyway, regardless, Damian Williams is a beast. Okay, so then at this point, as a fan, you're thinking, since our defense has been playing, and we'll get to the defense here in a second, since we have been playing pretty decent football and the refs has been bailing them out, we're going to get to that in a second, the whole game. You figure, I had just the confidence that we would stop them. And now on that drive, a lot of crazy stuff happened. We're going to get into that. But then they go up 24-21. At this point, this was like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes, I can't remember. At this point, I was like, we have had trouble moving the ball before. We could have put the game away a couple times. We didn't. I was kind of skeptical. We didn't have trouble with, I think the drive before that was the play where, like I told you about Juwan James, like straight up crapping, put somebody in a headlock, and it was called back. Don't know. And then the next drive, obviously they're up by a touchdown now, or a field goal. And then you're on the road. I mean, this is some serious, this is, like, at this point, I'm upset. Playoffs are huge playoff implications. An AFC opponent, the Chargers are on a roll right now. If they win this game, they could get a wild card spot possibly. So you're thinking, our season is on the line right here. And you're just waiting for it to, I'm basically waiting to be upset. And Ryan Tannehill drives down the field, perfect pass. I think this is the one where Corey Legent hit him. I don't know if it could have been Corey Legent, somebody just hits him, and he just throws a perfect deep ball in the pocket to Devontae Parker, who had an amazing game. He had 103 yards, and we talked about that too before. I said Devontae Parker has to break out sometime, and this was his game to break out, and it could not have come at a better time. Wide open down the sideline. You cannot say enough about Ryan Tannehill and some of the plays he made. There was a 3rd and 11. Melvin Gordon had him in his hands, breaks the tackle, and runs for a first down. I mean, he put the team on his back, and this is how I'm going to close out with the offense. Obviously, go down to tie it. The red zone offense, it was a little. We've been having problems with it because I don't know what it is. We tried to go on a fade to Devontae Parker, which is I want to do more of, obviously. Barely. I can't remember what happened on that play. But Devontae kind of got driven out. Again, Devontae's route running is a little bit questionable lately. But it was a perfect pass. I thought he was actually going to catch it for a touchdown. Anyway, that was the only gripe I had, is we should have finished the game off a lot of times on offense, and we didn't cash in on the opportunity. But when Ryan Tannehill had to make the plays, put the team on his back, he did. Obviously, that play where he ran I was so happy. You can see his offensive lineman, because he was trying to wait for somebody to get open. Everybody was telling him to run, Ryan, run. He ran. He got the first down. But back to the drive to tie the game. He gets crapping decapitated with a crapping karate chop. Throws a dot down the field. Devontae Parker, by his shoestrings, should have scored the touchdown. Didn't. Oh, there's so much talk about this game. And then, okay, so let's move on to the defense. In closing, Ryan Tannehill put the team on his back. We won the crapping football game. Jay Ajayi had some crap. That one play that set us up, that was called back on the Devontae Parker throw, that set us up in he ran back. I don't know. Tried to fight for extra yardage. We lost 20 yards or 10 yards, not 20, 10 yards on that play. Jay had a good game. He had a decent game. Like I said, he's had his faults. But Ryan Tannehill put the team on his back and won us that football game to keep us in it, and to keep us one play away from winning the game. And Ryan Tannehill deserves the game ball for that game. But anyway, let's get to the defense. So I talked a lot about Earl Mitchell and how much it means to the team. First of all, healthy Earl Mitchell can rush the passer. Dang it, I was totally wrong. I don't know if it was just the Chargers, but this man was getting after the quarterback all day. He had that amazing play where he blew up the offensive line and just hit Melvin Gordon in the backfield on first and goal. Our defense came out to play. If it wasn't for the refs being so ticky-tacky, we would have won by even more points. It's just tough. You know what? So let's get into individual play. Like I said, Earl Mitchell's really surprising with the pass rushing. Had some amazing plays in the run defense. It shows. He didn't play a lot of snaps because obviously it's his first game back after injury. He's definitely an upgrade to Jordan Phillips, who doesn't bring it 100% of the time all the time. Doesn't have a high motor. Earl Mitchell has that, and it showed. Obviously, Sue always taking the double teams, triple teams, and Earl Mitchell took advantage of that, and it was awesome to see. This video is almost 20 minutes long, but I can't. This game was so important. I gotta keep talking about it. Tony Lippett. Okay. So there was some. What did I say before this game? I said we will win this game on defense if we do not give the Chargers extra first downs. And what I mean by that is like passing stupid penalties. Oh my God! I don't know if I don't know what. I'm not superstitious or anything, but oh my God, guys! I had to get up and leave my room and walk around my house like 10 times in that fourth quarter because of some of the calls that were called on the field. Some so bad, and some of them were on us, but some of them weren't. There was one to Tony that it was like a 50-50. I was like, what the? Some of the most bonehead plays you could possibly make. Some of them were terrible throws that weren't even in the vicinity, and one of them was uncatchable. That was on the rest for crap and throwing it. But some of them are our players. Like, why are you holding? Bobby McCain had a terrible holding. It was coming out of his break, and Bobby grabbed his face mask. Just so like what are you doing? This is a huge game. It just, oh my God, it was so frustrating. But other than that, I mean, we had to beat the refs. We had to beat the road. We had to beat the Chargers fans. We had to beat everything. We had to beat down 10 points, down 3 points, down 3 points, down 4 points. I mean, all that. It's crazy what we overcame in this game. But I mean, Tony crapping Lippett, man. Let me tell you something about Tony Lippett. The pick in the end zone. That only cornerback in the NFL who can make that play. The dude's 6'3" with the longest arms I've ever seen on a cornerback. What a play by Tony. And obviously to close out the game at the end of the game when they had no timeouts and they were just trying to drive down the field. An amazing play by Tony. And overall, I think our coverage was really good. Our safety's a little iffy. Rambo, or Blocky Rambo, I can't remember if I say his name right, played a pretty decent game. Neville Hewitt came out to play today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something about Neville Hewitt. He had an amazing game this game. There was some, like I said, there was some stupid only touchdowns that they scored, or even first downs that they got to Tyrell Williams, who had an amazing game, was breakdowns and coverage. I swear to God, every time we play zone, somebody does something stupid, doesn't get deep enough on their how deep they're supposed to get on their zone. Somebody just breaks coverage, and somebody gets wide open down the field on the touchdown to Tyrell Williams. There was a long third down where it was broken coverage to Tyrell Williams. Just a lot of bonehead stuff. But let me just say, Earl Mitchell played it like a just absolute beast. Neville Hewitt had a really good game, and so Cam Wake had a really good game. They had a sack that was called back because of holding, and Phil Rivers completely had a conniption over that. But other than stupid bonehead penalties, I thought we held Melvin Gordon decently in check. Like Jay, he broke some tackle, and he broke some runs. He broke a screen that was just stupid on our defense's part, not recognizing what it was. But other than that, other than bonehead mistakes, our defense played really well, and I was very extremely happy with our defense. Audrey Branch had a good game. Earl Mitchell had a game. Sue had an amazing game. Tony had a breakout game. So let's get to Kiko Alonso. Now I'm saving this one for last because I have not been so dang happy. When he picked that off, okay, and ran that back to the end zone, I swear I had to have ran 100 yards in 2 seconds because I was out of my mind. They are about to enter our territory. Kiko Alonso puts the nail in the coffin after letting up a stupid screenplay to Melvin Gordon. Kiko Alonso puts the nail in the coffin on this one, ladies and gentlemen. And what a play that he made. I have to let you guys go, but all around, I would give, if I had to give a grade to our defense, I would give it, I mean, I'm not going to give out a grade, but you know what I mean. It was overall a great day for Ryan Tannehill, one of the best games in his career. Definitely in the top 3. You could make an argument that it was his best. I would say some of the New England games that he put the team on his back were pretty dang good too. But Ryan Tannehill has been playing he's made some throws, he's made some plays to put this team over the hump, and he deserves all the credit on that offense. Defensively, my MVP would probably be Tony for some of the plays he made. He made some stupid plays too. Cam Wake had a great game. I would probably give it to Tony with the 2 picks. No, you know what? I'm going to give it to Kiko. Even though Kiko, Antonio Gates broke a tackle on him for a first down. Missed some tackles, but I'm going to give it both to Kiko and Tony. Just great plays by them. Oh my God. My heart almost exploded in this game. Almost cried. It's a very emotional game, and I'm so happy that we won it. And you know what? I'm gonna let you guys go. This video ran too long. Just treat this one as a podcast, guys. Just do something as you listen to this. I wouldn't say visually this would be the most appealing thing ever. So if you're doing some, I don't know. I feel bad that this went on for so long, but I had to talk about it for so long. So that's gonna be it, guys. I am Skyx1383, and I'll see you guys in the next one.